inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Well, just like that, baby, we back like full flats. No pun to our last guest. I'm sorry, Travis. It was just a flow. I forgot you had the flat tire. It's inside the trenches. It's your host, Marlon Big Favor, right? A big shout out to our last guest who was on the show, Dr. Travis Baptiste. It was no pun intended to the whole full flats. I was just saying we back, but my bro do got a flat. But you know what? We got AAAA over here, you know what I'm saying? So right. we're gonna be cool. And we also want to take this time to give a special shout out to Conquer Sports Pros. We have the Conquer Sports camps going on right now. Y'all can actually go to Conquer Sports Pros on Instagram. There's the link for the camp. Click sign up. It's a lineman camp. We're taking linemen between the ages of 11 and 22. Really, so we got a wide range of groups from middle school kids to high school to college and pro. So definitely visit Conquer Sports for more information. Definitely. I know somebody who doing a lot of conquering on the educational scene, just making things happen in a major way. 3.9 GPA, 36, a whopping perfect 36 on the ACT. And he plans on majoring in physics and becoming a mechanical engineer. Our next guest is none other than Imri Williams. Let's welcome Imri to the show, baby. So, man, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Y'all be sure to follow him. I just had your Instagram up. He said he's been following me on Instagram. Imri's my little cousin, so he claims he's been following me. He saw me last week and never told me to follow me on Instagram. But MONO, Goated, follow him. He has 2 pictures up. It looks like him and Big Plug, the X up. I didn't know you know these rappers.
Come on.
Stop.
Too small for pictures.
He's too small for pictures. You already calculated.
Just put your dissertation on
the real. This is cool, man. This is, I heard a few weeks ago about your GPA. This is before graduation that you did the way the way you performed on the ACT was huge.
Thank you.
Just talk to us about your high school career. Like, when did you know, man, I think I got this genius thing down pat?
I'm not going to lie to you. It was really before high school, before middle school, to be honest, because I've always sort of been ahead of the pack, especially for, like, being ahead of the curve, you know? Like, 4th grade, 3rd grade, they were putting me in classes ahead of my grade because we didn't have any advanced placement courses. So that was sort of just like me already knowing that I was like that, you know?
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, that's fire. So wait, Sierra, let me ask him this. So you were in the, like, let's say the 4th grade, taking 6th, 7th grade classes. Like, how did that work for you?
So in 3rd grade, I was taking 4th grade classes. I was lucky because they were in the same building, you know, like it was both on campus. So that wasn't too much of a problem. But when I had got into 4th grade, I had to take middle school classes, which were obviously not on the same campus, you know what I mean? Elementary, middle school, 2 complete different boats. But I still was able to manufacture some type of success with those courses due to online courses that my teachers had gave me, right? Online programs and advanced books for people above that grade. I had, I think, 100,000 words read, logged in by the time I was in 5th grade.
God damn.
So, yeah.
Heck, I didn't even do that shit at college. Go ahead.
We could just start from the beginning, brother. Tell the people where you from.
All right, I'm a local. I'm from New Orleans, really from Marrero, from Algiers, from Gentilly. I say I'm from all those places because that's where I grew up, you know.
Okay.
But I truly am a local. I love being around here. You know, I'm going to miss it when I go off to Tuskegee, but right now I'm just trying to bask in all the moments that I got left before I have to go for my 4 years, you know.
Also, tell the people your educational journey while in New Orleans.
Of course. So elementary school, I went to Kip Believe Primary. That's another school out in Gentilly. We've had a couple location moves when I was there, but after Kip Believe Primary, I went to Kip Believe College Prep from 5th to 8th grade. After that, I had attended Benjamin Franklin High School for my freshman year. Then we had complications, some personal stuff. Had to move out to Texas. Went to a relatively new high school out there, Emerson High School. Then I had to transfer again. But before that, I was junior class president for that year. So,
wow, okay.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I have another question. So I definitely understand you saying, at a certain age, at a young age, you understood that you were that guy, in so many words. I can definitely concur with those feelings and thoughts. But my question is to you, brother. Did you have any kind of backlash at any part of your educational experience from teachers that realized that you were smarter than them?
Dang, that's a good question.
I didn't really think you was gonna hit me with one of those, but I mean, I consider myself lucky. I've never really had that experience.
Okay.
All the teachers that I've had, they've tried to make me blossom, make me flourish, try and nourish my knowledge, my prowess. There was actually a time in 3rd grade where I was reading this one book. She wanted me to find this really in-depth theme, but I couldn't find it, and she just kept getting frustrated because she knew I had the capabilities of solving it, but I was just reading it too fast. I was just trying to get it out the way so I could go ahead and do something else, But like I said, I've had a lot of teachers that just really love to see their students blossom, love to see them bloom, like to see them succeed because,
Well, shouts
that's
out
their
to
job.
the teachers in New Orleans.
Of
Yeah,
course.
real talk, huh?
Definitely.
Shout out to my guy, Mr. Rucker, 4th grade English teacher. Definitely held up a lot more than just English, He made me proud of being a black man, especially during the Trump era, because that's when that was just starting around 2016.
Okay.
So I'd like to thank him for implementing that in me, for real.
That's big. No, that's huge. Okay, you had Harvard, Yale, a lot of the top prestigious universities across America basically offer you. You chose Tuskegee University, about an hour away from Atlanta, historically black college. The Tuskegee Airmen. When every time I think of Tuskegee, I think about the Red Tails. That's right. That was a pretty good movie. What stood out about Tuskegee that made you choose to go there?
First things first, I always knew that I wanted to go to an HBCU, so that was pretty clear from jump. I applied to a couple other schools, Howard, Hampton, Prairie View A&M, FAMU, but Tuskegee really stood out to me with its history in engineering, its history in physics. Really dominant culture, everybody's really just so tight-knit, especially because it's so far off from everywhere else, like it's in the middle of nowhere. It's its own island.
Right.
So we build our own culture there, and we really depend on one another. It's a community.
That's fine.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm definitely familiar with the history of Tuskegee and actually geographically where it is. So you all right it.
Yeah.
You better be ready.
Closest thing we got is Auburn. That's like White Central. So
Right.
Yeah.
No
Right.
need.
Right. Yeah.
So
We don't like
brother-
them Tigers anyway.
Right. Oh, they Tigers? I
Yeah,
thought they
Golden
was
Tigers.
Well, I thought they was a Warbird.
Warburg,
They don't know what they are. But anyway, brother, we use a lot of words very loosely. I'm sure I do from time to time. But since we've been here in this short period of time, we have brought up the word genius. How does that make you feel for people to actually use the word genius in a reference of yourself?
For one thing, I'm really proud of myself because it took a while to get here. I gotta think on that for a moment, man.
Come on.
'Cause,
Yeah.
yeah. Really, I've always had sort of a genius in me, but I've never really sort of taken advantage of it until I got really late in high school, My freshman year, I was sort of doing the bare minimum just to get by, make sure I had time for everything else, especially because I had basketball. I was all the way across the city, so that really complicated things for me. So I was really just dependent on my natural intellect to sort of do what I had to do. But, my teachers got on me once again because they love to see their children succeed. They love to see their pupils, And I sort of took their advice, ran with it, did as much as I could. Sophomore year, I took 3 AP classes. junior year, ran for junior class president, got that. Did a couple more AP classes before I had to move. Got a 1430 on my SAT before I actually got the 36. So, yeah, it's
Boy,
and even outside of that,
That's
outside of school, you know, like my extracurriculars, I was doing STEM programs from when I was in 6th grade up until now. Actually, I just did an interview with them, like in their honor. So, I've just really been well received in recent terms, you know.
No, that's big.
Definitely. I'm grateful that I know what the STEM
Program
program is.
If y'all just tuning in to Inside the Trenches, Ben Franklin grad, class of 2025, Imri Williams. Y'all be sure to follow him, MONO Goated, baby, on Instagram. 2 pictures, but you could DM him if you need like a little cheat sheet to help you out on you. He might hook you up. Imri, so challenges seem to be a thing for you. It was a challenge, like you said, you were challenged in 4th grade. Do you see anything in the near future where you say, man, I'm gonna accomplish this? That's my next challenge.
I don't really see the accomplishments in my immediate future. I kind of just go for whatever is gonna take long-term success, you know. Like recently, I just signed up for the scholarship for physics students at Tuskegee. It's $10,000, free mentorship, research opportunities, all the good stuff, you know.
Right.
They just gave it to me on Friday. So
Wow,
there's that.
congratulations.
Yeah.
Wow.
But like, it's gonna take the full 4 years for me to get anywhere with that, especially because it's such a full experience being in physics, you know.
Right.
Especially because I'm gonna be double majoring in physics and mechanical engineering. So that's really gonna take a lot of my time.
What is that, like 5 years, 6 years of school? What's the prediction?
For him, might take 4.
Right.
We'll see. Yeah. But
Well, inside the trenches, brother, we try to get in depth, and we find ourselves talking about the future a lot because you know we can forecast it from the past. Brother, I'm not scared to ask you, what's after Tuskegee?
after Tuskegee, I'd like to go for my master's. Not too sure which school I'd like to go to for that, but I definitely have that in the future. I also don't really know which major I want to go for, but I might go for both of them. Who knows? Yeah, and then after that, doctorate
17,
program.
18 years old, you got some time to think
Yeah,
about
Of
that.
course. Yeah.
I just felt like it was safe to ask him. He,
Nah, that
you
was-
know,
yeah.
he's beyond his time, obviously.
Thank
You
you.
might as well go there, brother.
Nah,
This is your time.
But yeah, so master's, doctorate. Hopefully, I can go for that before I'm 40. You know,
Ha! I think
There
you
you
do
go.
that before you 30.
Yeah, shoot, before you 25.
Right.
thank you.
Because, I mean, you're going to school when you make 18.
July 4th.
That's right, I remember that.
Yet, man.
That's what I'm saying. So you got, you
can't
going
even
there
vote.
the right way. Right, damn. You did,
Can't go to the military. You can't do nothing.
Right.
Tragic,
yeah.
isn't it?
Right. Wait.
Wow.
So we always ask like this or that questions. It's usually like we have big linemen on here, so it's about food. Sometimes
We could do that too. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm an eater.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Boy, he tore out the food. He had that red beans.
Saying, I'm about to go off to college. You know. I'm saying.
All right. So let's do this. All right, we're gonna do school first. Okay?
Right. All right.
All right.
Got to prioritize.
Let's see. 10th grade, right? Math or English? You have to pick one.
Math, definitely.
I like that. Okay. I like this one too. Basketball or football?
Basketball. Sorry.
He played,
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm with y'all. You say that's what you hoop. You want to make sure you got some skills with him though. You got one for him, CL? That you want to stay away from?
Come on, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna stick with. Let's go to people this time.
Okay.
All right. Albert Einstein or Elon Musk?
I don't even got to answer that question for you to know it. Come on. Albert.
Albert.
Elon ain't much of a genius. Let's be real.
He just created the Tesla, huh?
Well, that's a great question. Tesla, old school gas guzzler.
I'm going to take the gas guzzler.
Yeah, some stuff you guys just keep it.
Yeah, because the electric cars, they still use natural gas resources to charge the batteries. So just wanted to let you know.
I see.
It's gas that uses to charge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I knew that.
at the end of the day, they still leaving a carbon footprint.
Wow.
Tell 'em.
See, man.
And for all the people that didn't know that, inside the trenches, you learn something every day.
When you have, geniuses come on your show, stuff
True
like this
geniuses.
happen.
Not
True
the one on TV. Not the
Come
little
on.
kid one with the
Okay.
little curly out.
I got one for him. Kendrick Lamar or MF Doom?
I'm gonna go with Kendrick. You know
Okay.
what I mean?
All right.
Yeah, definitely.
He loves artists that's lyrical. You know what
Of
I'm
course,
saying?
yeah.
So he do that.
Gumbo or jambalaya?
Gumbo. I gotta go with that.
All right. Okay. All right. I'm rocking with it. I know I got some more of these questions. I'm usually a little better with them, but I want to kind of.
Shrimp sandwich or oyster sandwich?
I'm gonna go with the shrimp sandwich, the shrimp po' boy. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm telling you, the food, he fire off the food quick just because he's building slim.
Yeah.
Red shot or Arizona iced tea?
I'm gonna get the Arizona iced tea.
He said red big shot. That's funny. All right, one more and we're gonna let you go. All right. Steve Urkel or Stephon Urkel? Ooh.
Did I do that?
Gotta go Urkel G.
Shouts out to Urkel.
Shouts out to Imri, man. Imri, brother, thank you so much for coming on the show. I think it's important that we do highlight young men and women that are doing what they're supposed to do and excel in on an educational field. Because we get celebrated a lot as athletes.
Of course,
Right,
yeah.
right.
But I look at
so.
the longevity of what's between the ears.
Well, it's a blessing to have the future leaders of the world come on inside the trenches.
That's right.
And I would be remiss not to let the whole world know that this young man is the future of the South and everywhere else, I'm sure of. So thank you again, brother.
I really appreciate it.
Oh, yeah. Shouts out to Whitney.
Now, if y'all wouldn't mind, I'd like to leave them with a few words of gratification.
That's what I
some
want
advice.
you to do. Please do it. Look, that's you over there.
The floor is yours.
All right.
That's your camera over there.
Look, you look straight into it.
Y'all. So, as much as I've accomplished by my own merits, you still got to have a community. I wouldn't have been as successful if I didn't have my family and my close friends. They've always sort of led me on. They've always kept me upright. So you just got to have that foundation of community if you really want to achieve real success. That's real richness right there. As much money as you make, as much as you do, it won't matter as long as you don't give it back. So you got to have something to keep you afloat, for real.
That boy just gave us an Obama type speech.
Come on.
He got my vote.
Got my vote for real. Well, he's
gonna run for
Imri
mayor of New
Williams.
Orleans?
Y'all, Ben Franklin grad. Yo, hello, somebody. Jump in the race right now. Imri Williams just finished his senior year at Ben Franklin. Is headed to Tuskegee University.
Congratulations.
Mechanical engineer.
Full ride.
Physics.
Full ride.
Full ride apartment.
Come on.
I heard her getting one of them.
Oh, don't tell his business. Don't tell his business.
They
gonna be looking for
I don't know about
Marsh
all that.
Mannings, you know
They're
what I'm
gonna be
saying?
looking for.
Well, it's Inside the Trenches. We want to once again thank Robert Wolf Construction for what they do for the show, and also Conquer Sports Pros for all that they do for the show as well. Big shout out once again to Triangle Deli. 2 locations, North Broad and also on the West Bank, the best bank, baby, on Terry Parkway. And again, we want to thank Imri for coming on the show. We want to thank Travis, Dr. Travis, for coming on the show.
Yeah, you're right,
my
Doc.
brother probably didn't already kind of strong and lifted, caught tight and tired.
I ain't even touching that.
And y'all don't go anywhere because the champ is here. The champ is here. Fresh out the UK, we'll be joined by Sean Hemphill. He's going to talk to us about his boxing match this past weekend on Boxers. Boxing night. He's rolling. Get you with that. Come on, Cletus. Come on.
1-2. 1-2 hit a quitter.
So let's talk to Sean about